Boom, boom. Mm. Hi Shane, how are you? How's everybody doing? I'm sorry. Hi, how are you? How's everybody doing? Are we ready for non-farm payrolls or not? Pretty bullish day for metals, right? Yeah, well, that's got autumn. Well, yeah, you entered a little bit lower than us, but you should close that, mate. No, it did. Gold just dipped. Hi, how is everybody doing? We are ready for non-farm payrolls in about 10 minutes. Oof. Hi. Are we gonna get any signals today? Well, if you are a VIP, you got a few today. If not, you should join with the link below the video. Yeah, that's a good advice from January. What do you want me to do with GBP JPY? You need to know how to trade based on non-farm payrolls? Whoa. Yeah, you should close US dollar Japanese yen. The reason is that, I mean, non-farm payrolls, it's going to affect the US dollar, and our stops on the US dollar Japanese yen are very tight, were very tight, and it's pretty close to that release, and, it's not worth it. Just not worth it. Well, I'm not going to explain how to trade based on non-farm payroll, right? But basically, good jobs data are going to appreciate the U.S. dollar, and bad jobs data is going to be bearish for the U.S. dollar. No, I will not. I will not implement other strategies for metals. About X, what is X? Mm-mm. Yeah, I really like trading non-farm payrolls, to be completely honest. And not and these past non-farm payrolls. Well, I remember when non-farm payrolls, and I'm talking about 5 years ago, when non-farm payrolls moved the markets 200 pips. Uh huh. Today, I mean, the current time. Nah, I haven't seen a big move based on non-farm payrolls, right? It's but basically because of this, it's always very, we get good employment numbers, but the average hourly earnings are missed, and the unemployment rate stays the same, etc. So it's very mixed data. So it's basically very choppy. We're gonna get spikes up, spikes downs, and then we're just going to trade with the current trend, right? Basically, what I'm looking at is possibly a dip to these previous highs, during non-farm payrolls, right? A dip to these previous highs before a bullish continuation in the DXY. What do I think about? I'm still long gold personally, right? But this is the reason that um, um, yeah, the reason that decided against sending metals, signals in metals for a while at least, is because of how volatile this market has been lately, right? My stop losses are all the way down here, so I'm pretty confident about this long that I'm in currently, right? Um, because even if price comes back to retest the 1750 level, I'm completely fine with my position, right? Because my stops are all the way below here. But I can't send signals with such wide stop losses to you guys because one, you're not going to you're not going to be able to trade them, because you are not used to swing trading, and two, because the risk to reward ratio would be completely off after that, right? So until the data that I the data in my forward testing, back testing, etc., says otherwise, we're not going to be trading metals. That can change in the few. In a few weeks or so. But for the time being, we're going to stick with what is being profitable for the VIP signals, which is trading FX. Yeah, you can train to be an expert. You just have to put out the work. It's hard work, mate. But it's pretty cool, right? So it is expected that the U.S. added 725,000 jobs in May, and that the unemployment rate is down 0.2%, whilst the average hourly earnings only increased by 0.3%. Yeah, but that is only for swing traded, for the swing trading group. I'll send you the signal in copper, with the analysis, etc. By the end of the day, or maybe on Sunday. No, I'll send it before the market closes so we can put the pending order before the market closes. Live trading. I don't know. Do you want me to see trade? I don't know what you want, mate. No, not specially. You're not going to see me take scalps during non-farm payrolls. Is that what you mean? As is right. So we are 3 minutes away from, 2 minutes away from the release. Let's see the news. No deal yet inside. If no, hey, this is nice. If no new OPEC deal, then output remains unchanged. This is all right. Let's send this to the VIP. Oh boy. All right. So we are non-farm payroll. You think that the US dollar will drop today? Well, let's see if you're right. Why would you think that? Right, so we are seconds away from the release. Let's do something, right? Let's do this. Shit, I should have done this earlier. Oh boy. You know what? It's too late. It's too late for that. Let's see the release here. Oh yeah. Let's see what the US brings us. Oh, apparently there is some good news. Whoa, that's a big bit. That's a big bit in non-farm payrolls. The US dollar is rallying, people. Now, metals are also rallying, which is kind of weird. Right. So the unemployment rate. That's what I'm telling you. We got good numbers, but then the U.S. non-farm payrolls. Right. June actual 600. What? U.S. non-farm payrolls. Why do we have two non-farm payrolls? Right. So it's a bit. U.S. And the U.S. unemployment rate, right, rose by 0.1%. So that's what I'm telling you. It's kind of a mixed data, right? Let's have a look at what the DXY is doing. And this is what I'm telling you, right? Just have a look. No, absolutely no. What is this? This is the 50-minute chart, right? Absolutely no big. No big move out of the US dollar. Why? Because there's some mixed data in the release, right? So the average hourly earning rose, but missed estimates, right? So let's have a look at the US dollar. No big. I mean, the US dollar kind of looks bearish at the moment, right? On what data? Let's have a look at the data, right? The US, no, huh? Right. The US average hourly earnings decreased. Well, it increased by 0.3% versus versus 0.5% on the previous month, and it really missed estimates too. Then we had the trade balance. Well, this is bad. The U.S. trade balance minus 71.20 billion versus 68.9 billion. And the U.S. participation rate the same. U.S. and non-farm payrolls, and this is private non-farm payrolls. The U.S. non-farm payrolls, that's a big bit in employment numbers, right? So let's send all of this to the VIPs. I mean, the VIPs do get all of this data every time that's a big release. I send the data to the VIPs like this. Right. So let's have a look at the market, and let's see if we can find a trade or not, a trade or two. Okay. So let me just send this. Right. That's another perk that the VIPs get from me. No. Right, let's have a look at the markets. And let's see if we can find something. Let's have a look at the US dollar. Wow, that's a big drop. Oh, that's a 50-minute chart, right? Still, that's a big drop. The US dollar, Japanese yen, see, and this is why I decided to close the US dollar, Japanese yen, because it could have gone anywhere. It could have gone. It could have gone. The other way around. You never know. And our stops were very close to the highs. I just didn't feel like holding on to that trade during big volatility. Right. I don't know what cat yen order are you talking about? 75 Dune. Do you think there will be big move markets have price in unless it was a major surprise and the conflict on our hourly earnings will just reinforce this? No, I don't think that NFPs are priced in at all. Wow, big move in gold. Uh, that's a big bullish move in gold finally. I mean, Jesus. I've been waiting for this since back in June 16 or 17. That's good. That's a good move. Silver. Finally, our silver long in the swing trade group, VIP swing trading group, is in the money. Let's go and let's have a look at equities. I'm still holding half of my longs in the Dow, but I didn't see any entry for today. On the Dow, the S&P 500 tampoco, the Nasdaq. I haven't seen any. I haven't really seen. I haven't really seen an entry worth taking. In equities today. The Russell. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's have a look at major currency pairs very quickly. Let's see if we can find something. Right, U.S. dollar Swiss franc looks good for a short. We will not be re-entering short the U.S. dollar Japanese yen. Yeah, the trade in silver is still valid, Giovanni. Of course it is. Of course it is. This is a long-term trade. That's a very long-term trade we're taking. Probably is going to make us a lot of money. Okay, so GBP USD, Euro US dollar. Well, the Euro USD is quite frankly, quite frankly, I'm loving this rejection to the lows right here. let's have a look at the hourly on the euro US dollar. Hold on. Let's have a look at and let's put on some levels. Hold on. Why isn't my chart loading? Why isn't my chart loading, man? I don't know if gold can go to 1860 long term. I mean, who knows? Who knows, really? Yeah. I need to go to a 4-hour chart because I think that we might get a trade here. That'll be cool, right? That'll be awesome if we can get a trade here, right? So this lows is a low that we are testing at the moment, I think. Yeah. So I'm gonna put that in all of my charts. Just hold on. Right. Let's see if we can find a trade. That would be great if we can find a trade right now. Hold on. I think this is the level that I was watching. Yeah, that's the same. That's the exact level. I'm gonna change the color on this one to a green. Right. Now let's go to the hourly. See if we can find a trade. Right. So that's a big level that we're watching, right, on the euro US dollar. And this is the structure that I'm waiting for the euro USD to pierce through. So let's see if we can find a trade, let's see if it makes sense to you too, right? I don't know about this one, mates, because my entry would have to be at the break of yesterday's highs, right here, with my stops, of course, at today's lows. And just this level is just too close to the entry, so no, I'm not gonna trade that long. Let's have a look at the Aussie US dollar. I saw someone talked about the Aussie USD. The Aussie USD is in a better place. Why? Hold on. Oh, it's in a better place and same level of support. This is a trade that we actually can take. Let's have a look at how that risk to reward ratio is looking for us on a long position on the Aussie US dollar. Yeah, basically a 1-to-1 to this zone right here. Hold on, let me change the color to that back to black. And this is the hourly. Yeah, basically a 1-to-1. I don't want to, I don't want to be too hasty on taking that long position. So it has to be at the break of the yesterday's highs. And the reason that I want to take it at the break of yesterday's highs is because of this. We are in a very bearish short term. You know what I'm going to explain later? Let me just take that trade. Right. So, hold on. Let me just delete some stuff that I have on my charts and put on the Aussie US dollar. Right. And let me grab this risk calculator. Right. All right, cool. So, where is yesterday's highs? Let's have a look. The yesterday's highs are at the 75.86 level. Cool. So let's take that trade, pending order. 75.86 should be around what? 75. Yeah, above these highs where I want to take this long, and I'm gonna put on my stop losses here, and let's enter that trade. Cool. So I have about a lot riding on this one. Let me send that signal to the VIPs, and I'm gonna only send that to the VIPs. If you are on the free channel, well, you just got a free signal just for being here in our show. Congratulations. Uh-huh. You know. Right, so let's have a look at, oh boy, hold on. Let me just delete a message that I just sent erroneously. Right, so here's the VIP group. What? Right here. And I'm gonna send that signal to them as right now. So it's a 1-to-1, right? Wow, it's really rallying. Uh-uh. So basically, this is a an Aussie US dollar buy stop at oh shit. Hold on. I forgot the levels. Aussie USD. So it's a buy stop that I put on a at 0.7510. Uh-huh. With stop loss at 0.737437 and target at 7690. 0.7690 for a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio or so. And there you go. VIPs have the trade. You know, if you want to be part of the VIP team, you know, that's this is how we trade. This is what we do. The link is below this video. You won't regret it. You can also cancel at any time, you know. Yeah, that's fine. So that's the Aussie US dollar. Any questions about that Aussie USD trade that we just took? US dollar, Japanese yen, good or bad? I don't know what you mean by that, mate. Good or bad? Aussie yen, please. Cat yen is flying. Ah, yeah, we've got apparently good Canadian data, right? Let's have a look. I saw something on Canada trade balance, Canada building permits, right? No, this is bad Canadian data. But I don't know why. I don't know why the CAD yen is flying. Maybe because let's have a look at the CAD yen. Well, it's not flying. I mean, it went up a little bit. Let's have a look at metals. Yeah, you know, this is what I mean. You know, just have a look at this hourly candle. That's high volatility right there. We're talking about, you know, 185 pips in one candle. I mean, this took out some very weak longs that were eager to put their stops to break even or so, and you know, taking out some bears at the time at the you know, in the move. This is what I mean when I'm telling you about how volatile the these markets are at the moment, and you know, short-term signals with tight stops are really not working at the moment in this market. Um, you know, if you wanna trade metals with us, you should join the swing trading group. We do trade metals there, but it's another strategy. It's a more long-term strategy. You know. Right. So let me put that trade on the position size calculator on the you know, the VIP. I'm gonna put the trade here, the VIP account. 7510 and 7437. Cool. So that'll be a 0.07. So what was I talking about? I can't remember. Buy stop at on the Aussie US dollar. You know, if oh, I'm sorry, it's been a long day. If the U.S. session doesn't bring any bearishness into the U.S. dollar, we will delete this order. You know, so it's 0.7510, 0.7437, 0.7690. Right. So trade has been placed. Wow, no, that's not better than 122. Jesus, that's a 73. That's a 73 pip stop loss. No, that's a 75 pip stop loss for a 180 pip win. That's a better one than a 122. So you're welcome. Right. Allergy season, right? So the DXY, you know, I don't know what to say, but you know, it's looking bearish for the day at least. I mean, we are still in a very, very bullish move in the very short term, right? Unless we break with yesterday's lows, the US dollar is going to keep rising. All right, GBP, Japanese yen. We had a buy stop that we deleted. I don't see a re-entry at the moment. Maybe next week, US dollar, Mexican peso bouncing for that from that weekly pivot. That's why we closed that. Well, we closed that because it closed. It took us out at a profit. CAD yen. Someone asked for the CAD yen. Yeah, I don't know, man. I hate this. I don't know why you guys trade this market. What are you trading here? The Canadian dollar or the Japanese yen? Yeah, it looks bullish. Looks bullish. Very bullish. Right, let's have a look at the US dollar Swiss franc because it's quite interesting where it's placed at the moment. Right here. I'm really liking that. But, and the other thing that I do like about this is the break of the structure, right? This is looking very nice, very nice. You know, but it's non-farm payroll Friday, so we're not gonna take a short trade here. If it weren't non-farm payroll Friday, I would have definitely taken this short. GBP USD, US dollar Canadian dollar. Yeah, the US dollar Canadian dollar doesn't look very good for you know, for a setup, and it hasn't looked good since we took this short. You know, I'm not gonna be trading this market for any time soon. It's just too spiky, and well, you know, we could have taken a short. The New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. That's another one that I was looking for longs, but again, the risk to reward on the risk to reward on the Aussie USD, however, this is very nice. I already did CAD yen, and I don't know if it's for sale or not. I mean, what do you want to trade there? But before I do the CAD yen, what do you want to trade there? Do you want to trade the Canadian dollar, or are you looking to trade the Japanese yen with the CAD yen? Right? Because if you're just, I mean, if you're just asking me to have a look at the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen, and just do technicals, I'm not gonna do that because that's not the way that I trade. You know, focus on the currency first. Focus on the currency and then look for the market. Yeah, GBP/USD. I'll do the GBP/USD. So the GBP/USD is still very much bearish. You know, and right. So this is the hourly on the GBP/USD. This is what I'm looking at. I mean, if it weren't not for Payroll Friday again, I would look for sales here, right? At the 138 retest, and the retest of this level right here, I would look for sales. But because non-farm payroll Fridays, and we saw the reaction on the DXY that is very bearish. When the market opens in New York, we might get some more sellers into this market, and that would be very much bullish for the GBP/USD. So, having said that, it's the same setup all over and over, right? Same setup that we are trading on the Aussie US dollar. Same setup on the GBP/USD. As you can see, same setup on here, the New Zealand dollar US dollar. Same setup on the Euro US dollar. The only difference is that the Aussie USD is giving us the best the Aussie USD is giving us the best risk to reward ratio on our trade. But you know, every single one of these markets is going to be a US dollar driven trade, right? Look at the US dollar, the USD Japanese yen. You know, that's a very nice continuation trade on our close position, but that's fine. So every single one of these markets is going to be a US dollar driven trade, you know. And because it's going to be a US dollar driven trade, yes, I'll do the Aussie yen test Apple, I'm sorry. Because it's a US dollar driven trade, I mean, you have to choose one of them, right? And the best one was the Aussie US dollar, right? That was the best setup. So, I mean, I can go over and over the GBP/USD, you know, the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, the Euro US dollar, but everything is going to be. So just focus on the best one of the setups. Aussie yen. Well, gold is flying, mate. Well, the Aussie yen, here it is. All right. I don't like it. The Aussie yen, it's in the middle of nowhere and in between two very strong key levels. Trading below the weekly pivot. I mean, I wouldn't trade this today at all. You know, at all. You know, having said that, if price manages to, because if this is the thing, right? If the New York session brings more US dollar sellers, that is going to appreciate the Aussie, right? The Aussie dollar. And that is going to make the Aussie versus the yen move higher. So if you are looking to trade that US dollar driven trade on the Aussie with the Aussie yen, what I would do is I would wait for that break, you know, for price to spike higher and retest this zone back before entering any trade. That's what I would do. Gold is flying. That's what's up with gold. Yeah, you know, taking out some very weak players in the market. But you know, hopefully, and I know that I always say that I hate when traders speak with wishful words, but I'm not. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Hopefully, we're going to break with those highs. Though this is the big level. If you want to see, let's have a look. Why don't we have a look at gold futures just to see the you know, the volume zones, right? It's delayed by 10 minutes, so don't worry about it. We're just looking for you know, where the volume is being played. You know, this is what I liked about always using the volume profile on my trades. You know, this is the volume profile what this tool is analyzing is it's analyzing the volume traded on all of this, right? And as you can see, I'm gonna do a very short explanation of what the volume profile really is. This histogram is telling me that the highest volume traded was in this zone right here, and the red line is the point of control, which is the highest volume, or the level with the highest volume being traded, right? The difference between this and the little spikes volume that you get on the MT4 or whatever chart is that this is not driven by any candle. This is driven by levels, right? So the point of control is usually where big orders are placed. And as you can see, around these levels, this is where buyers were being placed, right? Where big buy orders were placed. And then sellers took control, and this is the zone that sellers were placing their orders at. And what I like about price action in gold right now, and why I'm still very much bullish, is that buyers just took out all the sell orders that were placed around this level, and now is the level where buy orders are being placed, right? So this is telling me that we are going higher in this market. That's gold. Right, so that's gold. You are more than welcome. Test Apple. Right, so that's non-farm payrolls Fridays. Yeah. I'm gonna be sending. That's your computer, mate. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm getting an error in YouTube right now that is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I think my internet is a little slow today, so apologies for that. That way, if you're not part of the VIP team and want to be part of the VIP team, the link is below the video, as always. And if you want to trade, you want to trade metals and other markets with us while swing trading, the link is also below the video. It's called the swing trading VIP group. You're more than welcome